Have you ever wondered what the future holds for American wealth? There's a fascinating story to be told, a narrative that is as dynamic and ever-changing as the nation itself. America is a land of opportunity, a place where fortunes are made and lost, where wealth is as fluid as the mighty Mississippi. Like the river's course, the path of American wealth is neither straight nor predictable. It twists and turns, rises and falls, shaped by the economic landscape it traverses. Think of the economy as a vast complex ecosystem. It's a terrain marked by towering peaks of prosperity and deep valleys of recession. And within this landscape, the distribution of wealth is continually changing. In times of economic boom, new wealth is created. Entrepreneurs emerge, innovative ideas take flight, and fortunes blossom. The nation's wealth swells, flowing into new channels, reaching new territories. But in times of economic downturn, the story is different. The river of wealth contracts, drying up in some areas, leaving others parched. Jobs are lost, businesses shutter, and fortunes fade. The wealth of the nation shrinks, pulling back into itself, retreating from the far reaches it once touched. Yet, through it all, the spirit of America endures. The economy rebounds, wealth is rebuilt, and the cycle begins anew. This constant reshaping of wealth, this ebb and flow, is the lifeblood of America's economic vitality. It's a testament to the resilience and adaptability of the American people. But as we look to the future, we see signs of a significant shift in the distribution of American wealth. Experts predict a massive wealth transfer in the year 2024, a shift that could change the economic landscape in ways we can't fully anticipate. This isn't a tale of doom and gloom, but rather an exploration of change. Change is inevitable, and with it comes opportunity. It's a chance for new players to step onto the field, for new ideas to take root, for new wealth to be created. The future of American wealth is not set in stone, it's constantly shifting, but a significant change is on the horizon. So, what exactly is wealth transfer and why does it matter? At its core, wealth transfer is like a massive game of monetary musical chairs. It's the process where the ownership of wealth, in the form of assets, money, or property, shifts from one party to another. To help visualize this, think of an apple tree abundant with ripe apples. The apples represent wealth. When the tree's owner shakes its branches, the apples fall and scatter. Those who are quick and prepared gather these apples, effectively shifting the wealth from the tree's owner to the apple gatherers. This is wealth transfer in its simplest form. Now you may wonder, why does this matter? Well, wealth transfer can significantly affect the economy and individuals alike. When wealth moves, it doesn't just change hands, it also changes the dynamics of the economic landscape. For instance, when wealth is transferred from older generations to younger ones, it can result in a shift in investment strategies and priorities. Younger generations may have different views on sustainability, technology, and social justice, and these views can shape the way they invest and spend their inherited wealth. On the flip side, wealth transfer can also lead to wealth concentration, where a significant portion of wealth is held by a small number of individuals or entities. This can lead to economic inequality, which can stifle economic growth, foster social unrest, and even threaten political stability. For individuals, wealth transfer can be a turning point. It can provide a stepping stone to financial freedom or a safety net for future uncertainties, but it can also pose challenges like managing unexpected wealth or navigating complex tax implications. In essence, wealth transfer is the movement of wealth from one entity to another, and it has profound effects on our society. It's like the tide of the ocean, constantly ebbing and flowing. It's a force that shapes our economy, our lives, and our world. And understanding it is the first step to navigating the seas of financial change. Now let's dive into the impending 2024 wealth transfer. In the grand narrative of American wealth, 2024 marks a pivotal chapter, a time of transition, a moment of change, a period of transformation. This is the year of the great wealth transfer. It's a shift of financial power, a redistribution of resources, and it's happening right before our eyes. So, what sparks this wealth transfer? It's the culmination of several factors. The first is the aging population. The baby boomers, a generation born in the post-war era, are now entering their twilight years. They hold a significant share of the nation's wealth but are increasingly facing the need to liquidate their assets to cover retirement and healthcare costs. The second factor is the rising cost of living. With inflation on the upswing and salaries stagnating, many Americans are finding it more and more difficult to keep up. This economic pressure is forcing a significant number of people to sell off their assets, contributing to the wealth transfer. Then there's the issue of debt. Student loans, mortgages, credit card debt, they all add up. For many, selling assets becomes the only way out, a desperate attempt to keep the debt wolves at bay. So what does this mean for millions of Americans? For some, it means bidding farewell to their homes, their prized possessions, their hard-earned investments. For others, it's an opportunity to acquire these assets at a lower cost, to grow their wealth, to climb the economic ladder. In essence, the 2024 wealth transfer is a reshuffling of the American wealth deck. It's not just about the money changing hands, but also about the changing dynamics of wealth and power. But here's the kicker. This wealth transfer isn't just a one-time event. It's a trend that's likely to continue for the foreseeable future, transforming the wealth landscape of America in ways we can only begin to imagine. The 2024 wealth transfer is a seismic shift in the wealth landscape that could force many Americans to sell their assets. So, what does this mean for the American economy? In a nutshell, the 2024 wealth transfer is set to shake the foundations of our economic landscape, bringing both challenges and opportunities. Let's start with the challenges. As millions of Americans are forced to sell assets, we'll see a market flooded with properties, stocks, and businesses. This sudden influx could potentially lead to a dip in prices, causing a ripple effect in our economy. Think of it as a domino effect, with one piece toppling the next. A drop in housing prices could lead to a decrease in construction, which could correspondingly affect the labor market. The same goes for the stock market. If the sale of shares becomes rampant, it could lead to a potential downturn. Now, on to the opportunities. With the shift of wealth, we could see a new wave of investors and entrepreneurs. These individuals, armed with their newfound wealth, could inject fresh vitality into the economy. This could lead to the creation of new businesses, spurring innovation, and potentially creating more jobs. It's a silver lining that could potentially turn a challenging situation into a catalyst for growth. Furthermore, this wealth transfer could also reshape our economic demographics. The gap between the rich and the poor, a hot topic for many years now, could be altered. With a significant amount of wealth changing hands, we might see a shift in economic power and influence. And let's not forget about the government. The wealth transfer could significantly impact tax revenues. As assets are sold off, there could be an increase in capital gains tax revenues. However, if the wealth transfer leads to price depreciation, this could also mean a decrease in property taxes. In conclusion, the 2024 wealth transfer presents a complex puzzle for the American economy. It's a mix of potential pitfalls and promising prospects, with the outcome largely dependent on how we navigate this unprecedented shift. The 2024 wealth transfer is not just an individual concern, it's a national economic issue. How will the 2024 wealth transfer affect you personally? This is the question that many are grappling with as we navigate these uncertain financial times. Firstly, let's consider your personal finances. The 2024 wealth transfer is expected to cause significant shifts in the distribution of wealth. This could mean that a portion of your assets might be reallocated to others, and not always to those you'd expect. It's like a game of financial musical chairs, where the music is about to stop, and not everyone will have a seat. This shift could have a profound impact on your lifestyle. Let's say you've been living comfortably, enjoying the fruits of your investments. Suddenly, due to this wealth transfer, that comfort could be threatened. You may find yourself needing to adjust your lifestyle to accommodate for these changes. Perhaps you'll need to cut back on luxuries, or even necessities. This isn't just about money, it's about the quality of life. Moreover, this wealth transfer could also impact your future financial planning. If you've been banking on certain assets to fund your retirement, for instance, you might need to rethink your strategy. The assets you thought were secure could be at risk, forcing you to explore alternative investment opportunities or adjust your retirement expectations. But it's not all doom and gloom. As with any financial upheaval, the 2024 wealth transfer will also bring opportunities. Some people might find their financial position improved. For instance, if you've been struggling to break into the property market, a shift in wealth could bring previously out-of-reach properties within your grasp. Remember, every storm brings a rainbow. The key is to stay informed, be prepared, and adapt. Seek advice from financial experts, keep an eye on the market trends, and make wise decisions based on your unique situation. The 2024 wealth transfer could have a significant impact on your personal wealth and lifestyle. But with careful planning and strategic decision-making, you can navigate this change and potentially even turn it to your advantage. How can you prepare for the 2024 wealth transfer? That's the million-dollar question. But fear not, for there are strategies you can employ to not only protect your wealth, but also seize the potential opportunities this transfer will bring. Firstly, diversification is paramount. Spreading your wealth across different asset classes can shield you from drastic losses in any one area. Think of it as not putting all your eggs in one basket. This could mean investing in real estate, stocks, bonds, or even commodities. Next, consider estate planning. This is not just for the elderly or the ultra-wealthy. Everyone can benefit from having a well-thought-out plan for their assets. This could involve setting up trusts, drafting a will, or assigning a power of attorney. Engaging a lawyer or a financial advisor can provide you with the guidance needed to navigate this complex field. Thirdly, keep an eye on the tax landscape. With the wealth transfer looming, tax laws may change. Staying informed about these changes can help you adjust your strategies accordingly. It's also crucial to understand the tax implications of your investments. For instance, knowing when to hold or sell an asset can save you a significant amount in taxes. In addition, consider investing in education. This could be your own education, or that of your children or grandchildren. Education is an investment that can yield substantial returns in the long run. It can equip you or your loved ones with the skills needed to navigate the changing economic landscape. Finally, don't overlook the power of patience and long-term planning. The wealth transfer of 2024 might seem daunting, but remember, wealth is typically not built or lost overnight. It's the result of consistent, smart decisions made over time. In conclusion, preparing for the 2024 wealth transfer is not a one-size-fits-all approach. It requires careful planning, informed decision-making, and a dash of courage. But with the right strategies in place, you can protect your wealth and potentially even grow it. Preparation is key to navigating the 2024 wealth transfer. The future of American wealth is changing, and it's crucial to understand and prepare for these changes. As we draw this discussion to a close, let's take a moment to reflect on the vital points we've covered. We began by peering into the future of American wealth, understanding how the dynamics of wealth distribution are set to change. It's important to remember that while change can be unsettling, it also presents opportunities for those who are well prepared. We then delved into the concept of wealth transfer, a phenomenon that's expected to hit the country in 2024 with full force. Millions of Americans will be compelled to sell their assets, leading to a massive shift in the country's wealth landscape. This isn't a hypothetical scenario, but a reality we need to brace ourselves for. We explored the potential impact of this wealth transfer on the economy, from fluctuations in the real estate market to shifts in consumer spending habits. These changes will reverberate through every corner of the economy, redefining the financial landscape as we know it. We also discussed the personal impacts, highlighting how individuals and families will be affected. Whether it's managing inherited wealth or grappling with the need to sell assets, this wealth transfer will touch lives in profound ways. But most importantly, we talked about how to prepare for the wealth transfer. From financial planning to strategic asset management, it's crucial to equip ourselves with the right tools and knowledge to navigate this monumental shift. So, what does all of this mean for you? It means that now is the time to start preparing. The 2024 wealth transfer isn't just about the transfer of assets, it's about the transfer of opportunities. It's about understanding the shifts, adapting to the changes, and positioning yourself to thrive in the new economic landscape. The 2024 wealth transfer is a monumental shift in American wealth. Stay informed, stay prepared, and you can navigate this change successfully.